So last night they dropped episode 3 of The Penguin. Let's talk about it. So this episode for Victor is very interesting because we get to see what his background life was. Like, he had a girlfriend, he had a family who died in the unfortunate events that unfolded in the Batman, which was the flooding, of course, wiped out his entire family, the girl's entire family, and honestly, I found very little enjoyment in this entire backstory because then, like, Victor meets back up with this girl and tries to start a new life somewhere else with her, while the Penguin business is booming for them. Like, they're selling a really popular crystal drug, and the sales are going up and up and up, but he wants to leave the Penguin. And that's a very interesting choice, but I don't think we needed a backstory for the character of Victor. Like, I was completely fine without backstory. Sure, we could have him talk about it a little bit, but I don't think we need to, like, see clips of it, honestly, because it was definitely the worst part about this episode. Now, one of the best parts of the episode is seeing how the Penguin and Sophia Falcone and the Penguin's relationship is really, really well done. How they're working together to sell this drug and get it on its feet, you know? I thought that was a really good highlight of this episode. And also, what I really liked about this episode was just the Penguin entirely, the character of the Penguin. I found real enjoyment because now he's like you're really getting to see how the relationship between the Penguin and Victor is really getting stronger and stronger, and they're becoming like basically partners in crime. Now, there's this really funny scene that I want to talk about with Victor and a police officer where the police officer is tapping him down because he looks suspicious, and he finds like $800 that the Penguin gave him in his pocket, and is like, "What's this?" The officer, and Victor's like, "What's what?" And the officer just puts it in his pocket. "You're free to go, sir." It was a very, very funny scene. Obviously, he bought off the officer to leave him alone. That was a really funny scene. Also, the lunch scene between the Penguin and Victor was definitely something because Victor's having trouble with his stutter, and the waiter's like getting impatient and is like, says the steak, and the Penguin like lashes out, "Let the boy speak!" "Sorry, sir," the guy says, and like 8 seconds later, he finally spits it out. Like, seriously, bro. Maybe he was right to do that. I wouldn't put up with that. If you stutter, then have the grown adult order for you, you freaking child. But anyway, that was an interesting scene. But like, everything to do with the dance club was very, very well done. Like, that entire sequence in the dance club was very well done. And the ending of this episode was so amazing, bro. Like, Victor leaves because like he confronts Penguin about it, and like the Penguin lashes out on him, and it's in a very emotional scene, and really, really well done. But like, after lashing out, he leaves and takes the Penguin's car, and I'm like, wow, you really did that? I feel like the Penguin's just gonna like show up and slit this guy's throat or something. But no, he ends up turning back around, and as this is going on, as he's driving back, Sophia and the Penguin are caught and are about to get killed, but then crazy ass Victor over here just runs these people over, which was crazy. And what was even crazier is how Penguin left Sophia there. He left her, which I cannot wait to see the consequences of that. Like, are they gonna be enemies, or is that just like a thing of the past and Sophia won't care? And also the interaction between Sophia and Victor was very, very interesting. A lot of stuttering, a lot of silence. Freaking kid and his stutter. Think I want that in my show. But now that these two characters have interacted, which I really did like their interaction, I want to see how their relationship really goes. Like, if we're gonna get any development with these two together, because like, I know it's not gonna be like the same development as the Penguin and Victor, but it could be something similar. It depends if Sophia is pissed at the Penguin for what he did, leaving her like that, which was kind of stupid, man. Now you probably got an enemy. But also, the team up between the Penguin and Sophia is just, they're an unstoppable duo on screen, man. Really, really well done stuff with those two characters, you know? And also, the relationship between Victor and his girlfriend, very, very interesting. I feel maybe not really needed, you know? Like, I was saying before, that we don't really need to see any backstory with this character, and we truly don't, man. Her character was just very, very unnecessary and very useless. All she did was cause a minor conflict between the friendship of the Penguin and Victor. It was very unnecessary of a character, man. Waste, I should say. But overall, this episode was probably the weakest out of the series so far, but I still enjoyed it. I still found some enjoyment. Definitely like an 8 out of 10, you know? I didn't hate it too much at all, but it's pretty alright. But that's my review on the newest episode of... So overall, this show has been really perfect so far. Now, of course, like I said in my review, episode 4 is definitely the weakest out of them all so far, and I really hope episode 5 is better, man. Like, we did not need this entire origin with the kid, but overall, this is just another good episode. That's all I really have to say about this episode. Bye, guys.